abusuafo ne ahwefo emu bi akobade ba Unidek TV so send the day kan obodi answer betumi emi subscribe button no so no subscribe na for like na wetumi a share no we comment was ne betumi.
It's your boy Captain to the Planet. I'm here to talk to you about Unidek TV. Please subscribe to Unidek TV. Subscribe.
Director of Elections Omane Boamah concerns NDC for a raise ne omkokoshia Electoral Commission one-on-one near more chances say omunka enyoma poti a omususu se ha oma aye konebra a emu demonstrations nyina ba na busia ene na interesting e wo honom esan se onya abotre echirechirem ebiebiem e de kire Electoral Commission ama ne hu se sei e na omo hwehwe enti a ama omani abre se etese Electoral Commission no e ka ho asem e de ma omo abusia other political parties esoso nya akwanya ebusabusa question bia ombeso omubusa edefa voters register no ho nanso for now there yen focus on Omane Boamah esanse NDC for na share sa dede yase ebeso omo kire se ade se emfunso kakra e voters register ni mu a omo site pusiga ni nyina for credible, transparent and free and fair elections inti awusia yenti enwoma e course e meeting na semra.
Thank you. My name is Kofi Omane Boamah, Director for Elections and IT, NDC. I think that the ground rule must be modified. Obviously, no other political party was seen during the PowerPoint presentation being responded to. So it is obvious we have done a good job, and that is why today you are all here to help deepen our democracy. This said, very obviously, 1 to 4 minutes for all other political parties will certainly not be enough for the NDC. Thank you. When your roof is leaking, you can decide to mop, keep mopping, and keep mopping. Or you can decide to fix the leakage and mop. What we see here is mopping and mopping and mopping. Fixing the leakage is missing. And this is at the heart of our altruistic demand for a forensic audit. This forensic audit is not just about the register. When you have fixed the register, and I will demonstrate to you how, as a result of our revelations, some aftermath fixing is providing a semblance of we are fixing it. When you fix it, and we all look at the hard copies, and we are all giving the PVR, the soft copies. In November, if the very criminals that got us here are still there, engaged in illegal transfers, we will come back to square one. And that time, it will be too close to the December 7 elections. This is why we are saying we need to adopt a dichotomous approach. Look at the register, fix the issues in there, and also audit the very IT systems that allowed these anomalies to occur. We have heard, and Madam Chair spoke about the fact that we certainly do not require external assistance. I've also heard some EC officials question the legality. We have CI 91 as amended by CI 126. We also have CI 127. Okay? A suggestion is being made that on December 7, we are likely to see missing voters list. at the polling stations. Is that not the case? Is that not what we've been told here? About 1,551 voters are likely to be captured on a list that will be called missing voters list. Is that not it? I'm here to identify which of these laws has missing voters list. But you see, it's a reasonable remedy for the problem that we are dealing with. And so when you have to go beyond these in a way that it will not hurt but help our democratic process, you need to give it greater consideration. I come also to the point of adjudication, and we saw some very huge figures in the presentation. Are these figures emanating from the very adjudication meetings that NDC participated in? Because to the best of our knowledge, the meetings that we participated in, we did not treat these figures in tens of thousands, about 20-something thousand. So once again, it will be important for a forensic audit to identify where these over 20,000 figures are coming from, because the report that we have does not support that. We come to the issue of proxy. We are being told proxy 2,167. Great. But we also know people successfully filed for proxy without going through biometrics. As we speak, which of these 2,167 people went through biometrics and which of them did not go through biometrics? It is going to take maybe a follow-up question. EC may tell us maybe 1,000, maybe 900. How do we verify that? This is a matter that we have raised at IPAC before. For those of you who were at IPAC, this proxy and some people not going through biometrics, we've raised it at IPAC before. Again, we come to the issue of Pusiga. Just like COVID-19, when some people were trying to call it a certain country's disease, perhaps we should not be calling those criminal transfers Pusiga transfers. And it will take a forensic audit of the EC's IT system to know where those transfers took place. And because I do not have the answers on this Pusiga matter, I want to ask some few questions. One, the login credentials given to your district directors, the passwords, can they modify it so that it will become unique to them? Example, if you are given a bank card, your bank will give you an initial password, and because they don't want anybody to have access to your password, will give you the opportunity for you to change that password of your bank card. In the case that we are dealing with, the district officers, the passwords that they are given or the login credentials that they are given, are they said that other people can have access to them? And so when you have said criminal transfers taking place, the only way out is to check the digital footprints of such transfers instead of just looking at the geographic location where the transfers ended and say that that is where it took place, so that officer or officers are the people who are culpable. If others can have access to those login credentials, then it is important that a forensic audit establishes exactly the footprints of where these transfers took place. Still on Pusiga, are we being told here that 4 years ago, 2020, there wasn't technology across the globe to be checking biometrics with the face? Is that what we are being told by the Electoral Commission? Is that what we spend the taxpayers' money on in the year 2020? Contrary to all the advocacy by Omane, Ghana, and the rest. Is that what we are being told? That this liveliness test could only be activated after the revelation of Pusiga, and there is evidence that it was only activated during the exhibition process. The Director for Electoral Services eloquently captured this on the TV3 program one Saturday morning. I have the
Doc, please, right, can you round up? Because you've gone beyond the 4 minutes that we gave you. Can you pause so that maybe we go to another set of questions, rounds?
Again, I've heard the word assurance, reassure many times. When assurance is given, the assurance is treated with value judgment, and that value judgment is hinged on reliability and credibility. We have had palpable experience on different occasions with the Electoral Commission that obviously demonstrate that we must rebuild that trust in order for us to accept assurances. And the evidence is obvious. Basic arithmetic errors during limited voter registration exercise. Basic. And here we are talking about auditing IT system. These same IT people were those who were using CorelDRAW to be working arithmetic. We also experienced 2020 declaration of the presidential results. Declared, corrected again. Assurance is built on trust. That trust is broken. Again, we've all been to the corporate office and the headquarters of the Electoral Commission before. We see the police and the military protection, even for officers. How BVR laptops could be stolen under CCTV surveillance, military and police protection, damages our trust. We are also dealing with the number of times that we were expecting the PVR to be released to us. A letter written, and we were glad to have received it from the Electoral Commission in July, all the way through July, up to August. Zilch. August 14, nothing happens. August 16, nada. Until 19th of August. Those series of assurances, expectations that were broken, hurt and damage our trust. So when the assurances are given, we treat the assurances with value judgment that is emanating from these trust issues that have been broken. We are here looking at the evidence that we presented, and we are glad that the EC has accepted 3 out of 5. And where they don't even accept, they try to explain. And that is one of the reasons it is not strategic to provide the Electoral Commission with a full gamut of what we have. And I will explain. And Esofori, the day at the EC corporate office, why were we not told that Esofori had effected a transfer and all the details that we are being given? possible all these are true. I do not doubt them. Hear me clearly. It is possible. But you see, when you provide political parties with the provisional voters register, you expect our analysis to be based on the data that we have been given. You do not expect our analysis to be based on any extraneous material. If there are researchers here, they must understand exactly what I'm saying. So, the PVR that we were provided with, if you analyze them, would you have arrived at the same conclusion? The answer is yes. So even there, as you try to rationalize after having the information, what you forget is that you are assembling what you did not provide political parties with to rationalize. This is why, because of the coefficient of bias, which is very, very high in this case, there is the need for a forensic audit of not just the register, which is being fixed. Why not? And I commend the EC. The EC says that after they have fixed all, and I thought per the submissions of the EC on air, we have heard several times, they had already corrected all the things. Go online. You find that the NDC issues have been fixed. But we do admit, we don't want to be linguistic purists. We do admit that maybe it was an exaggeration. As they fix them, they have promised to provide the updated version. We came here with a hard drive. If the hard drive, if the updated version is already, why not? We will pick it and still analyze, take it through the very analysis that we did. But that is only about the register. That is only about mopping the floor. It doesn't fix the leakage. That is why our demand is in two folds. Forensic audit of the register and forensic audit of the IT system of the Electoral Commission. Naira has a very simple question for Dr. Yawufurieji. Then we end our case for now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doc. And thank you, Madam Chair. First, Dr. Ofori, you made mention about the ABIS, that is Automated Biometric Identification System. Initially here, you said that it is only when it detects double registration that it moves to adjudication, if I'm correct. Unfortunately, you came back to say that now all ABIS moves adjudication, all double registration moves to adjudication. So I think that is the correct one that you just said lately. Now, in terms of the transfers, when you talk about the liveliness detection, from what you said, it was detected during the the exhibition exercise when we alerted it about based on the procedural issues. Now, the question that I want to ask is, what measures did you take as a commission to correct all this? I heard you saying that all those who did facial transfers has been reversed. What if somebody did a legitimate transfer? And on what algorithm did you use to effect those reversal? Now, the other thing that I want to ask has to do with you said there was a network issues in generating the register, and that caused some of the data to be corrupt. Now, the question is, do you generate your data from your central database system or from the district? Because what I know is that your liveliness system, in terms of the online registration, when you click on it, it hits your central system to detect whether somebody is doing multiple registration or not. Now, as you stated clearly, in data migration or transfer, there's no way a data can be altered. The likelihood of what will happen is a missing of data. Now, we have a situation whereby a voter's ID number is being given to a different person. If you have your system here, I think that one I can give it to you for us to check correctly. Then there's another way where the data is being given to, when you search, the person's data is not in at all. You have to just go through by searching using the person's name. So those are the few questions I'll ask now. Once you ask, there will be a follow-up questions on those things. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Last part.
No, please. We've given you more than 9 minutes.
No,
so please, can we go to another? Come back.
Okay.
So please. Thank you very much. Boom.
abusuafoɔ ne ahwɛfoɔ ɛmu bi akɔbɛde ba Unidek TV so sɛ ndɛde de adi kan a wɔbɛde ansɛ betumi emi subscribe button no so no subscribe na for like na wetumi ahyɛ no wogya comment wase ne betumi
It's your boy Captain to the Planet. I'm here to talk to you about Unidek TV. Please subscribe to Unidek TV. Subscribe. If